As a child, we all have heard stories. No, not necessarily that your mother used to tell stories while sleeping or your grandmother used to do that. That happens every day only in the movies. Sometimes in real life, it doesn't happen like that. But that doesn't mean that we have not heard stories, especially when we are listening to adults or when as a child we used to listen to adults. Whatever they used to share, what they used to share, they used to talk about their own life or others' life. These are stories. They are real life stories. But when you listen to these stories, you learn a lot as a child. Not necessarily good learning, bad learning, but these are very significant, strong learnings. And many times I've seen people living with these core learnings and converting this learning into their beliefs also and influencing their decisions also because of this learning. Let me give you an example. I remember I was around 8 to 9 years old and my father was sitting along with his friend. We had a very small house, only one room. And that was a study time. So I have to take my book, take the corner of that small room and study. And I was looking towards my book. That doesn't mean I was reading or studying. I was listening to what they are talking. And they were talking like this, that one of my dad's friend, he was in Indian Army, served Indian Army for 20 years, fought several wars, lived a very risky life. And after serving 20 years when he got retired, within a month, unfortunately, he was just going to one marketplace and he crashed. His scooter crashed to one vehicle. He died on the spot. Now that was incidents of my dad's friend, but the conclusion from this incidents after the discussion among those few people, adults, was this: it's all about luck. Whatever there in your life already written, it's bound to happen. You cannot avoid that. And that was a perfect example that someone who served a risky life, fought wars, faced enemies and guns and bombs and all kind of risky thing, within a 1 month, where he's supposed to live a very peaceful and riskless life, died. So it was destined to happen. That was written in his fate. We cannot do anything about it. Luck. You are helpless in front of luck. That was a very strong learning at very early age of my life. No one was teaching me. That story was not for me, but I learned from that story. And it's not that I'm the only person who believe in this. Recently, just 1 year ago, I was driving on the highway and suddenly I saw two bikers came and they were just doing very rash driving. They were able to pass my car, but unfortunately in the process, they slightly touched the person who was on bike, and one can easily see formals, tiffin, helmet, this person is going to home. And because they slightly touched this person, and this person was on this around speed of 60 kilometers, even if we get a touch at this speed, we can collapse. And he collapsed. He collapsed on the road. These two people, bikers, they escaped. And I slowed down my car, turned back, and when I turned back, I saw his helmet is almost far away from him and he's bleeding badly from his head. After a few days, ladies and gentlemen, when I was just sharing this incidents with few people, they said it was his luck. I said, ideally, those two bikers, they should fall down. They were spoiling everything. They should get all this punishment. Why that boy? Why that person? My family is waiting for him. And they said, it's all his luck. Well, ladies and gentlemen, is this approach correct in life? Is there anything called luck? Many times I have observed after spending 40 years on this planet, I thought I have to reconsider this learning from my life. This learning is not correct. If you really want to explore full potential from this life. When we work hard, correctly, when we learn something correctly, and when we get something, some good results, which is giving you happiness, we have something to give credit to. That is your hard work, good work. Right? So whatever happening good in your life is all your efforts. And you should take credit for that. You should give credit. But the moment if something happening bad in your life, you do not find to whom I should give credit. You give credit to luck. You feel it's all because of my luck. It's written in my fate. No, I don't think so. Maybe that uncle who served Indian Army for 20 years, if that day he would have decided to wear helmet, maybe that correct thing would have saved his life. Or maybe that gentleman who was going home, if he decided to tie this stripe, because this strip was open. There's no logic of wearing helmet where the strip is not locked. That's the reason the helmet was out. As soon as he fall down because of the impact, the helmet was far away from him and he suffered head injury. So maybe the wrong thing which you have done in your life, a small wrong thing, don't you feel that you should give credit to that small wrong thing only? So it doesn't matter where you are in your life. You have to give credit to your action only. Good action, good results. Bad action or lack of action, bad results. What is luck? Where is luck here? So my perspective after spending 40 years on this planet is this. And then I'd love to have your perspective. You are the output of your own decisions in your life. Wherever you are in your life is because of you. Good, bad is because of you. Wherever you will be in your life is all because of the decisions you are taking. There's nothing called luck. That's my perspective. Now, what's your perspective? If you're a part of Speak and Grow family, you have to make 5 to 7 minutes video and upload and share your perspective with more than 12,000 members. If you're not a part of Speak and Grow community, still, you can write your perspective in the comments. This is Parunalaka signing out. Until we meet again.